Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we are going to talk about deep conditioning and the importance of deep conditioning your hair as often as you possibly can. Since I've had my short locks, since I've got my cut, I am deep conditioning twice a week. And I do it on dry hair. So I do it right before I do the shampoo and the conditioning process. That whole process, I do the deep conditioning first. It's just something that I feel like is easier for me. I can do it while I'm running around the house or running around with the baby or running errands. I can just wrap it up in a plastic cap and put a scarf on, really pretty decorative scarf, and go about my business. And I just like the effect of doing it after on dry hair. Sometimes I will do errands, and then sometimes I actually sit on the hooded dryer for 20 minutes or 45 minutes depending on how I'm feeling, what am I doing. If I'm reading a really good book, I'll stay under there a little bit longer. But so yeah, so if you're interested in seeing how I do my deep conditioning and what I use for my deep conditioning, then stay tuned. So first, I always start out with my hair out, and I use a wide tooth comb. Now this particular comb is okay, it's all right. I love the shower comb, you know, the one that has like the little curl at the end because of the little protective bulbs that it has on the end of each tooth. I like that one better, but we're going to use this one today. It's the first one I grabbed, so we're going to use it, and it's okay. So what I want to do first is I want to comb out my hair. So I will comb it out, and I'll start all the way at the bottom. All the way at the bottom. Making sure there's no shedded hair in there or anything that's making sure nothing's tangled. Because your hair will be wet, and you will be kind of manipulating your hair in the shower, or if you do it in the sink, I do it in the shower. And the less tangles going into the situation, the better. So you just want to just comb it out just to make sure there's nothing tangled in there. So I do that, and I'm ready to roll. Hair's been doing pretty well. I always say listen to your hair. If you comb your hair and you're in front of the sink, see if you have any shedded pieces or broken off pieces by looking at the sink and seeing what you see. If you have a light sink, or if you wear a lighter shirt, I'll check my shirt, which as of right now I'm checking the Grape part of the shirt, and I don't see any hair. So that's a good thing. That means you're doing the right thing. No hair is breaking, and no hair is doing any type of excessive shedding. So that's a good thing. If it is, you need to take the proper steps. Am I putting too much moisture? Am I putting too much protein in my hair? Let me alter something and figure it out so that can change. So as of right now, I'm good. So awesome. So what I do is I take one of these small little cups, little containers. Got this from Acure. And I take one of my little plastic forks that I have in the house, and I create my concoction. So what does my concoction contain? It contains my favorite Aussie Moist. Is my favorite cheapy conditioner. I think pretty much anybody who's has been on a hair care journey, especially if you're black, African American, you've heard about Aussie Moist. I use this as my base. I put a lot of this in there. I eyeball it, but like I said, out of everything, this will be put in the most. So sorry for the noise. Now mind you, I have short hair, so that's well enough for me. So that's my base. Another conditioner I will put in my hair is the Aphofee. You know I love Aphofee. If you've been following me for a long time, I love me some Aphofee, honey. So I put a little bit of the Aphofee balancing moisturizer, just a little. That's enough. Then I take and put a little bit of my Acure conditioner. That goes in there, just a tad. And then we follow that up with an oil, and I'm running out, but I use this. I used to use this for my moisturizing and sealing, so this is my sealant, this grapeseed oil. But I'm running out, but I do have enough to put into my concoction. So I'll just put the rest of that in there. No need to just keep on holding on to it. Put it all in there. Alright, so as of right now, it's looking like that. A little slimy. Last but not least, my favorite ingredient. I put honey. Pure honey. And I know you can't see it because I'll have pictures around it. But the ingredient in here is none other but honey. That's it. So 100% pure honey. And I use this for my hair. I use this for my mask on my face. And it just makes your hair so soft, so shiny. I love it. So I don't put a lot. I just put a good little amount in there. And then after that, I go ahead on and I mix it. So we just want to mix it. Mix it on up. So it's all blended. And it smells amazing. It smells amazing. Oh my God. Between the Aussie Moist and then the Acure conditioner. Oh my gosh. With a little bit of that Aphofee. And so that's it. Very nice, smooth consistency. And now it's time for me to put it on my... So what I do is to prep my hair, excuse me. To prep my hair, what I want to do is I want to always put my hair into 4 sections. I did that when my hair was armpit length, shoulder length, it doesn't matter. Now it's this length, I'm still going to do the same thing. I don't care. I'm going to keep it consistent. Why I'm doing it in 4 parts? Because I want to make sure each and every hair strand gets the conditioner. And if I just slap it on my head, maybe something in the back won't really get it. So me parting it is really giving me the opportunity to distribute it all over from root to tip. Okay? So let's get started with that. Now I have all my hair sectioned off into 3 sections. I didn't use the 4th one because I'm going to actually work on this one first. So I normally would do this as just as if I were to do a relaxer. So I start from the back. The back is the part of the hair, especially the back right here, the very bottom of the nape is where I want to focus most of my attention on because that's where I want it to grow the fastest. So I wanted to have the conditioner on first so it can kind of penetrate through and just have it on there and work on there a little bit longer than the rest of the hair. So I'll go ahead on and I get right on in there and I just use my hands and I'll distribute it all the way through. And I do this all over my head. Now I'm going to do this all over my head, condition all over my head, working into all 4 sections really good, making sure I get every section. And then I'm going to place my cap, sit on the dryer for 30 minutes, and then I will show you guys the final result of my conditioner, deep conditioner treatment. All right. So stay tuned. Guys, so guess what? It is the very next day. I completely forgot all about it. I left that sucker in my head, not for 30 minutes, not for 40 minutes, but for 2 hours. And then after that, my daughter came home and it became another thing, child. So guess what? It had to be put on hold. But anywho, I use this one. This is the clarifying line. I use the moisturizing line, which is orange. I have a video on that coming up very, very soon. I use the orange line of this one. This green one is the clarifying line, and then there is a orange line, which is the moisturizing. So I use the moisturizing shampoo and conditioner. Did that, and then I went ahead and blew dry it on cold, and flat ironed it so I can get my roots a little bit straighter, and wrapped it up last night. So I'm about to go out with the girls, and I put on my makeup, and now we're going to wrap this, unreveal this wrap. So let's go ahead on. This is my shortest side of my, the shortest part of my hair is this side. I hate this side, but you know what? This is my red-headed stepchild side, and this is the cards that I was dealt with this side at the moment. But guess what? I'm gonna deal with it, and we gonna move on, honey. All right, so I always bump that up at the top. Okay. Give a little oomph and volume. This is how this is the final result of me deep conditioning my hair for a couple of hours and wrapping it after I blow dry it on cool and flat iron it with one pass and wrapped it. Now, while I was wrapping it, I did use the It's a 10 serum. I did one pump, rubbed my hands together, distributed it all over my hands, and then just raked it through my hair, and then wrapped it with a large paddle brush. And that is it. So I am happy with the results. It's definitely nice. This is hair that has not been moisturized and sealed yet. Tonight I never moisturize and seal my hair the first night. I just use a serum to kind of like control it a little bit, and then after that I will do a moisturize and seal sealant after that. So this hair has not been moisturized or sealed with an oil as of yet. The first day that I do my hair, my daughter's making noise, she's ready to go, I only use a serum to wrap it, and then that's it. So then after that, days after that is when I actually moisturize and seal my hair. So this is it, guys. All information I'm gonna try to list below. Don't forget to follow me on Snapchat, Tionb, Facebook, Tionb Style Brown, and Instagram, Tionb. I love you. Thumbs up the video if you would like to see all of the oils and serums that I use currently. I can do a video on that. And also look out for my next video, which is going to be my next hair video, which is going to be on the line that I use, the Acure line that I use on my hair. All right, guys. So thank you so much for watching. I love each and every one of you. And until next time, be blessed. Have a great day. I love you. Bye.